Good morning, students. Today we shall start a new chapter 1.1 of Unit 1, that is solid state. Okay. Now here in this slide you can see the different solid states. Okay. There are 3 diagrams. Okay. Diagram 1. So this will give you the picture of one type of solid. Similarly, another type of solid. So another type of solid. So there are 3 different types of solids. Okay. Next slide. Now what are solids? Solids are the substances which have definite shape and volume. You can see here the picture of a solid. Okay. You can see here it has got definite shape. Okay. And then it occupies a definite volume. Okay. So definite volume it will occupy as well as definite shape. Okay. This compound has got definite shape. So these are called what? Solids. Okay. So solids are substances which have got definite shape as well as volume. All right. Now how many types of solids are present, or solids broadly how they are classified? Okay. So there are 2 types of solids, crystalline solid and then amorphous solid. Okay. Next slide. Now what is the difference between crystalline solid and amorphous solid? Now first difference is these crystalline solids have got definite geometrical shape. Okay. Whereas amorphous solids do not have definite geometrical shape. Second difference is crystalline solids have got sharp melting points, whereas amorphous solids do not have sharp melting point, or in other words they melt over a range of temperatures. Okay. Crystalline compounds are anisotropic, okay, whereas amorphous substances are isotropic. Examples for crystalline compounds are sodium chloride, zinc, copper, diamond, dry ice, etc. Whereas amorphous substances examples starch, cellulose, rubber, synthetic polymers, etc. Okay. So these are the 3 differences between crystalline solids and amorphous solids. Okay. Next slide. Now here also there is a picture of crystalline solid and amorphous solid. You can see clearly how they are have got definite shape and volume. Okay. And there is, you can see, orderly arrangement of atoms or molecules, okay, in crystalline compounds, whereas amorphous solids they are distorted. Okay. So there is no different geometry, okay, no definite shape or volume. Okay. Next slide. Now what is space lattice? Space lattice is also called crystal lattice, and what is unit cell? Unit cell is also called unit lattice. Okay. So this is the diagram of space lattice or crystal lattice. You can see 3-dimensional diagram. These are the 3 axes x, y and z. Okay. So you can see the arrangement of space lattice. So this is the diagram of unit cell or unit lattice. So only one cubic form of structure is present, correct? So along the 3 axes x, y, z, here number of cubic forms are present, cubic structures are present arranged, whereas here only one. So along x axis, along y, z axis and along y axis. Okay. Next slide. Now once again here you find crystal lattice, 3-dimensional structure, okay, unit cell structure. Now what is space lattice or crystal lattice? A space lattice is an array of, it is a group of points, okay, showing how atoms, ions or molecules are arranged at different sites in 3-dimensional space. So it is a 3-dimensional spatial arrangement. So crystal lattice is a 3-dimensional spacious arrangement, okay, spatial arrangement, which indicates the group of points, okay, group of points. Now these group of points what are present? Either atoms are present or ions are present or molecules are present. Okay. So this is called what? Crystal lattice. The space lattice represents a macroscopic crystal and also the structure of that crystal. Okay. So this diagram is macroscopic crystal. Okay. Now what about unit cell? Unit cell is the smallest repeating unit in this space lattice, which when repeatedly joined in 3 dimensions gives the entire space lattice of the crystal. Okay. So this is the smallest repeating, you can see here this is the smallest repeating unit, whereas here number of repeating units are present, correct. So crystal lattice contains number of repeating units, whereas this unit cell contains only one repeating unit or the smallest repeating unit. Okay, lattice which are repeatedly joined. So this has to be number of times it is repeated, okay, and joined. In how many dimensions? 3 dimensions. Okay, then it will give you one entire crystal lattice. So unit cell, when it gets repeated in 3 dimensions number of times, will give you one entire crystal lattice. Okay, so this is the definition of one unit cell. All right, next slide. Now how many types of crystal systems are present? So crystal systems are classified into 7 types. Okay, or there are 7 types of crystal systems are present. Now which are those? Cubic, tetragonal, rhombic, or it is also called orthorhombic, rhombohedral, or it is also called trigonal, monoclinic, triclinic, hexagonal. Okay. Now what are the cell parameters? That means intercept, okay, and what is the angle. So in the case of cubic crystal, okay, all the sides lengths are same, okay, lengths are equal. A, for example, if one length is represented A, other side represented B, another side represented C, okay, then A equal to B equal to C, okay. Then crystal angle is alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma is equal to 90 degree. That means all the angles are equal to 90 degree. Okay. Now which are the examples for cubic crystal? Potassium chloride, sodium chloride, diamond, alums, etc. Okay. Then another second type is tetragonal. In this case A equal to B, that means two sides are same length, okay, but the third side is not equal, okay, not equal. What is the angle? Alpha, beta, gamma, but all the angles are equal to 90. Okay. Then examples are tin oxide, titanium oxide, tin. Okay. Then third type is rhombic or orthorhombic. Here all the sides are unequal, they are not same. A is not equal to B, not equal to C. Okay. But the bond angles are same. Alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma, that is equal to 90 degree. Okay. Examples are rhombic sulfur, potassium nitrate, potassium sulphate, and barium sulphate. Okay. Then fourth type is rhombohedral or trigonal. What about the intercept? All the side lengths are equal. A equal to B equal to C. Okay. Alpha equal to beta equal to 90 degree. That means the two bond angles are same, equal to 90 degree, but the third bond angle is not same, not equal to 90. Okay. So example is potassium permanganate, sodium nitrate, arsenic, bismuth, quartz. Okay. So all these structures we are going to see in the next slides. Monoclinic. Monoclinic, A not equal to B, not equal to C. That means all the side lengths are not equal. Alpha is equal to gamma is equal to 90. Okay, 90 degree. Whereas beta is not equal to 90. Examples are monoclinic sulfur, calcium sulphate, okay, sodium sulphate, etc. Then sixth one is a triclinic. Here sides are not equal. A is not equal to B, not equal to C. Bond angles are also not equal to 90 degree. Alpha is not equal to beta, not equal to gamma, not equal to 90. Example is potassium dichromate, copper sulphate. Okay. And the last one is hexagonal. Hexagonal, A is equal to B, that means so two side lengths are same, okay, but the third one is not same. B is not equal to C. Two bonds are equal to 90 degree bond angles, okay, alpha is equal to beta is equal to 90, whereas the third one is 120 degree. Okay. Example is zinc, magnesium, cadmium, graphite. So these are the 7 crystal systems. Okay. Next slide. You can see here simple cubic structure. Okay, A is equal to B is equal to C. All the side lengths are equal, and bond angles also equal to 90. You can see here alpha. This is alpha. Okay, this bond angle. Beta is this bond angle. Okay, and gamma is this bond angle. All the bond angles are equal to 90. Okay, this is tetragonal. A is equal to B, but B is not equal to C. You can see here A is equal to B, but B is not equal to C. That means two side length are same, but this side length is not same. This is larger. Okay, C length is larger. And bond angle, all the bond angle alpha, beta, or gamma. Okay, equal to 90. Orthorhombic. You can see here A is not equal to B, not equal to C. None of the sides are equal. Okay, but bond angle is same. Alpha, beta, gamma is equal to 90. Okay. Hexagonal, you can see the hexagonal structure here. This is hexagonal structure. Okay, A is equal to B, two bond angles are same. You can see here bond length is same here. Okay, A is equal to B, okay, but B is not equal to C. C is longer, correct? C is longer. This is long side, okay, long side. This A and B are same, okay. A and B are same, but C is longer, okay, not equal to C. Alpha beta equal to 90 degree, okay, alpha beta 90 degree, but gamma is 120. This is gamma is 120, but alpha and beta is 90 degree, okay. This is rhombohedral. A equal to B is equal to C. A angle B and then C are equal, okay, but alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma, not equal to 90. You can see here alpha is not equal to 90, slightly greater. This is also not equal to 90, okay, this is also not equal to 90. Then monoclinic, this is monoclinic structure, okay. A is equal to B, you can see here A length and B length is same, but C length is not same, this is larger, okay. Alpha and gamma is equal to 90, alpha and gamma is equal to 90, you can see here, but beta is not equal to 90, okay. Then triclinic, A is not equal to B, not equal to C. You can see here A is longer, B is shorter, C is still longer, okay, they are not equal. Alpha is not equal to beta, not equal to gamma. So, none of the bond angle is same, equal to 90 degree, okay. So, these are the some of the crystal structures, okay. Next slide. Now, what are Bravais lattices? 14 types of space lattices are possible. These lattices are called Bravais lattices, okay. 14 types are possible, they are called Bravais lattices. Cubic unit cell has 3 different types of arrangement of lattice points, which give rise to 3 different Bravais lattices. In the case of cubic unit cell, it will give rise to 3 types of, okay, different types of arrangements of what lattice points. So, in the lattice points, what is present? Either atoms, molecules or ions are present. So, this will give 3 different Bravais lattices, okay. Next slide, we can see cubic unit cell. 3 different Bravais lattices: simple cubic lattice, body centered cubic lattice and face centered cubic lattice, okay. Next slide, simple cubic. The first diagram is the simple cubic structure, okay. This is simple cubic. So, this is body centered, this is face centered. Now, what is the difference between the 3? Simple cubic has got lattice points only at the joints, you can see here edges, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, on the other side also 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, 8 lattice points. That means at these lattice points ions are present or atoms are present or molecules are present, okay. So, this is called simple cubic. What about body centered cubic lattice? In this case, lattice point is present not only at the 8 corners, but also at the center of the body. 1, this is at the center of the body, okay. So, 8 are present at the 8 corners, okay, and also at the center of the body. So, altogether there are 9 lattice points, okay. That means atoms, ions or molecules are present at the 9 points, okay. Now, face centered cubic lattice, this is the structure of face centered cubic lattice. Here the lattice points are present not only at the 8 corners, but also at the center of each face. You can see here, this is the center of this face, okay. This is the center of this face, okay. This is the center of this face, whereas this is the center of front face, back side face, this one, okay. This is the center of back side face. So, how many are there? 8 at the 8 edges or 8 corners, plus 6 faces are present, correct? Cube contains 6 faces, so 8 plus 6 is 14. So, 14 lattice points are present in the case of face centered cubic lattice, and then in the case of bodies are 9, because 8 at the 8 corners and 1 at the center of the body, therefore, total 9 lattice points. Whereas in the simple cubic structure 8 at the 8 corners, that means 8 lattice points are present, okay. Next slide. Now, here there is a tabular column indicating crystal light system lattice, number of Bravais lattices and types of Bravais lattices, okay. First one is cubic. How many number is present? Bravais lattice 3, okay. 3 number Bravais lattices are present. What are the 3 different types? Simple, face centered and body centered, okay. Second is crystal system is tetragonal and the number of Bravais lattice is 2, which are the 2 simple and body centered, okay. Then third one is rhombic or orthorhombic, number of Bravais lattice is 4, which are the 4 simple, face centered, body centered or end centered, okay, end centered. Then fourth one is rhombohedral or trigonal, number of Bravais lattice is 1, so on the simple structure, okay, simple rhombohedral lattice. Then monoclinic, okay, number of Bravais 2, simple and end centered. triclinic 1 simple, hexagonal 1 simple. Okay. Next slide. Now here are the diagrams for different previous lattice. Simple cubic, you can see lattice points at the 8 corners. Okay, face centered. 8 at the 8 corners, orange colored one and blue colored one are face centered. Okay, blue colored one are same. So total 14. Okay, body centered, 8 at the 8 corners. Okay, orange or red color. Okay, and blue at the center of the body. So 8 plus 1 is 9. Okay, simple tetragonal. This is only at the 8 corners. You can see here. Body centered, 8 corners plus at the center of the body. Hexagonal. This is the hexagonal structure. Then this is simple orthorhombic. Okay, this is body centered orthorhombic, base centered orthorhombic, face centered orthorhombic. Okay, this is rhombohedral, simple monoclinic, base centered monoclinic and triclinic. Okay, next slide. Crystallography. Now this will give you the information regarding what crystallography. Now what is crystallography? It is a branch of science which deals with the study of geometry. Okay, properties and structure of the crystal. So crystallography is a branch of science which gives us the geometry of the crystal, properties of the crystal and then structure of the crystals. Okay. Now there are two types of structures, that is external structure and internal structure. So we can study the external structure and then study the internal structure. Okay. Next slide. Laws of crystallography. Now, which are the three laws of crystallography? First one is the law of constancy of interfacial angles. Second one is the law of symmetry. Okay. Third one is the law of rationality of indices. Okay. Next slide. Now, first let us see what is the law of constancy of interfacial angles. Okay. Constancy of interfacial angles. The interfacial angles between any two corresponding faces of a crystal of a given substance are always constant irrespective of the external shape of the crystal. Okay. You can see here in the diagram, these are three different shapes. Okay. Shapes are different. Okay. But sides are the side length, that means the number of the edges are same, that is 6 sides. Okay. Here also 6 sides, here also 6 sides. Shape is different. Okay, you can see the shape. First one is different from second one different from third one. Okay, but what about the interfacial angle? That will be same, correct? Suppose you can say this angle, x angle, that is same. Okay, that is similar to this figure B. Okay, angle. This is equal to figure C. Okay, x angle is same in all the three structures. Okay, shape is different. You can find see here clearly. You can see here. Okay, face is the interfacial angle is same. Okay, but shape is different. Okay, that is called what? Law of constancy of interfacial angles. Okay, next line, law of symmetry. Now, what is the law of symmetry? This law states that all crystals of the same substance have the same elements of symmetry. Okay. So, all crystals of the same, if these crystals are made up of the same substance, then they have got same elements of symmetry. Now, which are the elements of symmetry? There are three types of elements of symmetry. Okay. Plane of symmetry, axis of symmetry, or it is also called line of symmetry. Okay. And third one is center of symmetry. Alright. Now, we will study one by one of this. Okay. Now, what is plane of symmetry? When an imaginary plane passing through the center can divide a crystal into two parts such that one is the exact mirror image of the other, the crystal is said to have plane of symmetry. Okay. So, you can pass any imaginary plane, you can see in the figure here. Okay. So, this is the figure of plane of symmetry. You can pass any plane through the center. Okay. But what is the essential characteristic feature? You should divide the crystal into two exact halves. That means one should be the mirror image of the other. Okay. Suppose you consider this plane. So, it divides the crystal into two exact halves. So, that this is the mirror image of the other half. Okay. So, any plane you can consider. Okay, in the crystal. So, that you will get mirror image of the other. Okay. That is called one plane of symmetry. Okay. Next slide. Plane of symmetry, there are two types of planes of symmetry. Okay. Now, which are those? Rectangular plane of symmetry and a diagonal plane of symmetry. Okay. Now, what is rectangular plane of symmetry? Two portions obtained by imagining a plane passing rectangularly through the center called rectangular plane of the symmetry. Rectangular plane of symmetry means imaginary plane should pass through the center of the crystal. Okay. Center of the crystal. through the center, that is called what? Rectangular plane of symmetry. Okay. Now, what is a diagonal plane of symmetry? Two portions obtained by imagining a plane passing diagonally through the center. So, diagonal plane of symmetry, the imaginary plane should pass through diagonally through the center. Okay, that is called diagonal plane of symmetry. Okay, so this is the diagram of diagonal plane of symmetry. Okay, you can see the plane passing through the exactly to the diagonal. Okay, so that divides this into two exact halves. Okay, and this is the rectangular plane of symmetry. Okay, rectangular plane of symmetry. This will pass through exactly at the center, so that divides the crystal into two exact halves. All right. Now you can see here planes of symmetry, rectangular plane of symmetry. How many are there? 3 are there. Okay. This is horizontal rectangular plane. This is vertical. Okay. This is another vertical. So that total there are 3 rectangular planes of symmetry. Okay. And this is the diagonal plane of symmetry, one way of diagonal plane. This is another diagonal plane. Like that you have 6, and all the 6 are not drawn here. Okay, not drawn, only 2 are drawn. So you will find that if you draw the diagonal plane, there are altogether 6 diagonal planes of symmetry. Okay, planes of symmetry. So I will stop at this stage. Okay, so any difficulty, okay, please contact me. All right. So thank you.